they tried to assassinate my father, so she was like, we're gonna get out of Dodge. Sophomore year is when I got off the porch. I was hustling in Lincoln Park, and he used to come over there and deal with the women, the girls that was over there. I was a chess player, not a checker player.
So you going around 8 years?
About 8 years, yeah. You know, after the question, it was just a thing of like, you know, when I come to get you, I'm not going to give you no deal because you're not trying to help us. And that's when I met Chaz. I knew about Chaz from being locked up and him coming home and being in Jamaica. So that's when I first met him. I didn't know how much he kind of meant to me until he passed. Mm-hmm. I was kind of broken for about 4 or 5 days, but when I look at it, he introduced me to a lot of people in the industry. He's the one that actually got me to get into the films.
Hey, what's good, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Force to Win podcast. I am your girl, Leticia J.
It's your boy, Frank Nino, here.
And we are back in Boston today, and we have a very special guest. I'm actually excited to have this gentleman sitting next to me. Okay. You want to introduce yourself?
My name is Luke Steffen.
Okay. But before we get into this interview, make sure you guys subscribe.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
www.forcetowinpodcast.
Log on to www.forcetowinpodcast.com so you can purchase some merch, so you can join our community. And we have the college radio stations for independent artists. When you give us your email and your name, we're going to give you that list so you can send your music to these radio stations. You understand what I'm saying? And log on and subscribe to our YouTube.
Yeah, that part.
Like, comment, subscribe to that.
So back to this gentleman sitting to the left of me. So Luke.
Yes.
Right? I said I am excited to have you sitting next to me because
I appreciate that.
I had, it's by chance that we got this interview today, right? You want to tell them why you're in Boston?
I'm in Boston with Ayana Bean. Mm-hmm. And which program is it? She got two of them.
It's
one is A Year and a Day,
and
one
is
the Behind the Bars or After the Bars.
After the Bars, that's what it was for today.
Okay.
Yes.
So, yeah, I believe this is After the Bars, or is it One in a Day? One Year and a Day.
I don't know what you did earlier, but you with us today.
Okay, so it's whatever you want to put me on. That's what I'm on.
You're forcing to win with us today.
Yeah,
listen,
I'm with y'all.
Forcing that win, my G. You've been doing that your whole life, though. You've been forcing to win, man.
Right.
You've been really,
okay, I
you know
appreciate that.
So I want to take it back a little bit.
Okay.
Originally born in Haiti.
Originally born in Haiti.
And then your mom shipped you to Boston at the age of 2?
We all
All you guys came.
Y'all came together, right?
We all came.
Okay.
They tried to assassinate my father, so she was like, we're going to get out of Dodge.
Okay.
So she left. He didn't come with us.
Why Boston? How Boston? Does she have family,
we got family
out
here?
Okay. You still have family out here?
Yes.
Okay. Because usually Haitians, they go to, it's either New York, Miami, or Boston.
Well, we have family in all of them, but I would have to ask her, but I can't because she's passed. Maybe I ask my sister. No, it's cool. I mean, you know, I think she lived a good life, so it was her time. It was my father's time. So no one ever asked me why we came to Boston. So otherwise I'd have been asked my sister for the next time, like, sis, why we came to Boston? So she'd have told me. Because I'm the baby of the family.
Oh, you are?
Yes.
Okay. And then from, what was it, 2 to 8?
No, 2 to, when it came time to high school, that's when I moved to New York, high school.
So
they started the busing here, and that's when we left. You know, throwing the rocks at the buses and...
Yeah.
Do you curse on here?
Yeah.
This is, you know,
speaking mine on here.
2468 killer effing nigga apes. That's when it was like, okay, we
time to go.
Right.
So you went to Queens.
South Jamaica, yes.
South Jamaica, Queens.
South Jamaica, Queens.
And that's where you came off the porch.
Well, not right away.
Not right away, though.
My first year in school, I was getting 90s and playing basketball.
You're still playing ball, yep.
And then sophomore year is when I got off the porch.
Yeah.
You know, I played ball as a freshman. I was 5'8", so the coach was like, "Yo, we're gonna get you in school. You're not gonna go to the pros." So that kind of like shattered my dreams.
Try to force a loss on you.
He did force a loss, and you know, then you have, that's the age of puberty, so you had women and you had girls, and you know, my lifestyle in Boston is, even though Boston was probably just as fast as New York, I wasn't hip to all that. I had a strict Haitian mother, like, dark, where you at, if not, you know what I'm saying, it's a beating. So, and when it gets dark, and when I went to New York, it just, I got wide open, and it was over with. You know, started seeing, you know, the hustlers, the 98s, the caddies, the Lincolns, and the girls.
Yeah, the
It
girls.
just went left.
Opened your eyes up.
Yeah,
Opened your
opened my
eyes.
eyes up to a different life. Yeah, then, you know, I'm rebelling against her because, so I rebelled against her, I rebelled against my Haitian culture because, you know, everyone is like, you know, Haitian parents are strict. So it's like, I'm trying to be outside, you're trying to keep me inside, and then she's working 2 jobs to support. So I got a bunch of free time and I can come and go because my sister's not there. In Boston, she was working like that, but I had 3 sisters that was living with us. So it's more or less you had someone supervising me.
So when you moved to Queens, the sisters didn't come?
No. One sister had got, you know, during the interim, one sister got married, another sister went somewhere else, you know, so they branched out also. So it was just me and my mother.
So you was really, really the baby.
It's really, really the baby.
So you left, wound up leaving the house at the age of 14.
Yeah, one day she told me to stand on the corner. Stand in the corner, because that's Haitian
That's the
punishment.
Haitian thing. It's either that
Stand in the corner.
or mettre à genoux when you're on your
yes,
knees.
on
with
your
the
knees. How you know about?
I'm Haitian.
Oh, so I said, oh, okay, all right.
Yeah,
That's
I
what's
know
up.
about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I did see that flag. You're right.
Yeah.
So, on your knees, and I just broke out.
You said, nah, I ain't doing that. I'm
I'm
outside.
tired of this. Yeah.
Now, I also seen you said something that was like, you know, you guys was going back and forth because she didn't want you to be with a Black American.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah.
And that's something big with
yes,
the Haitian culture.
Yes, like, all she want to do is get pregnant by you. Come on, you know, leave her alone. So, okay. We're going to kick them out.
Oh. Yeah.
But, that's what happened.
Okay.
That brought back.
Is that like a stereotype that they had like in
Yes.
Haiti with the?
Yeah.
Jamaican families do the same thing.
Yeah.
All West
Jamaicans,
Indians.
yeah.
All West Indians.
All West Indian families like
Don't bring home
don't
this,
bring home,
especially Black Americans.
Black Americans.
My parents is from Ghana. We ain't. I never.
You never had that?
Not like that. Like don't get mess with American women. My parents never told me like
No.
strictly go with your culture. You know what I'm saying?
Lazy.
I'm sure they were like they were like that, but there was never like a mandatory rule where it's like don't do that.
No.
Yeah,
They
Haitian.
put the rules out.
So my grandmother, it was don't bring home a Haitian guy.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh?
But Haitian
Because-
guys don't cheat.
Haitian guys cheat. That's why we don't bring home a Haitian guy.
That's the same.
It's the same culture, but
Yeah.
I guess it just,
Don't bring home nobody. I guess, huh?
Then it was don't bring home Black Americans because they're no good,
Mm-hmm.
and then Jamaicans because they're rude.
So what? Bring home a Caucasian.
Bring a Spanish, Caucasian,
Damn.
something different other than what my culture was. But I mean, hey, okay, so you leave, and then that's where you kind of just started to hustle for yourself, build your life up.
I started getting, there's different levels of getting taught game. So as you deal with one part of hustlers, that's the beginning, and that's what they taught me, how to do, steal, do different things, sell a little bit of drugs. It wasn't a little bit to me then. It was like you was doing your thing, and then you meet other people, and it just gets bigger and better. That was my assumption at the time. It doesn't get bigger and better, but at that moment, it's getting bigger and better. So I'm advancing, and I'm, growing within that lifestyle.
So from selling joints.
Yeah,
loose joints. Were you still with your mom at that time when you was doing that?
When I started, I was still with my mom's because we would buy, and I was still in school. Buy weed, roll it up, go in the club, Selling
Sell your
joints.
Yeah.
Come home, then it's like, why you coming home so late? And I don't want to,
Yeah, I don't want to get
it's
into
just
all
a
that.
rebel. It's just,
You know what I'm saying?
it's just rebelling against authority, which is what happens at that age, 14, 15, 16.
Yeah.
Most people, the children are, they talking back, and I guess that was my time, talking back, getting smart, but a lot of kids now will stay because they might not have the heart to go out on the world by themselves, and I chose to do that, so I did.
So from there, you leave the home, and then the thieving.
Sneak thieving, yes.
Sneak thieving, and that involved just.
Well, that's so. Sneak thieving or creeping is basically like, say for instance, in the morning time you could go to Manhattan, and sometimes they're cleaning up the bars, and the door might be open, right? So it might be two of you. So one guy may go in, might make some noise. The person comes out, hey, what's going on? I'm looking for a job. While he's talking to them, the other person sneaks into the room. Sometimes the safe is left open because they count the money, because they're going to make a deposit, because I don't know if they had night deposits in the 70s. This is the 70s we're talking about. So, was it the 70s? No.
It's like
probably
late 70s,
the 80s.
like
like
70s.
79, 80,
Yeah,
stuff
right.
like that. So it's like, I don't know if they had night deposits there. It wasn't no ATMs. And so it was a different way of doing things, and people took advantage of that.
And then you catch the eye of a big cat in the neighborhood, fat cat.
Yeah.
And then that kind of.
You was hustling in Lincoln Park.
I was hustling in Lincoln Park, and he used to come over there and deal with the women, the girls that was over there. I had knew his niece prior, so she had always told me about him. So it's not like I didn't know who he was. I knew who he was, and I guess like I said, I was an intelligent young person, so I think of ways to. I was a thinker. I wasn't. I was a chess player, not a checker player. So
Think 5 moves ahead.
one way to make someone. So the first thing I did was, again, I just used to ask him for $100 bills all the time. Because he's going to notice me. Who's this little kid? Every day, he's asking me for change for 100. So then it's like, hey, what's up with you? Blah blah blah. Then we talk, and they gave me, I guess a tryout. Passed the tryout, and the rest is just history. It just went from
They gave you
there.
for the tryout. They gave you. That was when they introduced the dope, or
Yes, dope.
Yeah.
That's what they was doing back then. It was
Yeah.
scramble is what people were selling. So scramble is that's probably before y'all guys' time, but
81. I'm an 81 baby.
Yeah, 80. Well, see, it's
before the
before your
time.
time.
Yeah.
It was 81. Yeah, it was. By the time you became a teenager, they didn't have that.
No.
more.
It was
Yeah,
coke
what's
and
going
crack.
on?
and coke and crack. So
Yeah.
you wouldn't. Your parents might have known about that. So that's when you had the hardcore heroin addicts with needles and all that other stuff. They shooting up drugs. That's when that was prevalent back then. I caught a case, went to prison. When I came back from prison upstate, they were. That's when they got into the coke thing, and that's when everything kind of like blew up for everyone around there in the South Jamaica area. The money started coming like crazy, like you never could imagine. So I don't know if you guys seen movie lines, right? I mean, like before there used to be a big line for the movie, so I guess it would be a big line for the club. So again, they used to say we used to have movie lines, no singles, no whatever, and it was just lines, and people was just coming from all over because I guess we had the best quality drugs, so they came to that little block in Queens.
So you came home right in the transition of when there was something cocaine, but then crack got introduced.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And from there.
From there, things became kind of wild and different. I mean, we had got arrested before the transition came, so most of the time I was away. I did have spurts of coming home.
'Cause you got a lot. When 83 when you
First was 83.
Yep. And you came home in 85.
Came home in 84.
84.
Got arrested in 85.
That's when you had the grocery store.
Yes.
That's when you got arrested in
Yeah,
85.
got arrested in the grocery store.
Yeah. That's when you try to go. So, what was that about when you got to the grocery store? Like, was you trying to like halfway go legit at the same time?
Well,
and
it was
try to-
not.
or
There was
it
not. There was not supposed to be any drugs in the grocery store.
Yeah.
But you know, I'm not the boss. So we're in there one day, and it's we started getting into weed. Weed is on the table, and they came in there, and he had some things in the desk. He had drugs in the desk. Upstairs, of course, was the money, and that's where they was ran up at. So most of the stuff was upstairs. Wasn't supposed to be anything in that store. So the store was in the corner, and it had 2 apartments upstairs. That
And
was
this
the
store
setup.
was somewhere where Supreme's was that?
They had an apartment, and
yeah,
then
but
we had the other
was
side.
that like the territory where the store was at?
No, that was well, the Preem and then was on the block, but it was many people on that block.
Okay.
It was like an open supermarket.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know if where are you from?
Brooklyn.
I don't know what block it can compare to, but people from Brooklyn was coming there to buy drugs and take them back to Brooklyn.
Yeah. Queens get the money.
Yeah, Queens gets the money.
So, okay, so you do time then, you come back out, but then you have to do parole. But you're like, no, you're out for a little bit, right? And then they're like, we want you to do parole. And you're like, no, I'm not doing that.
Oh, okay, so that's when I come home. And I went to, I was in the projects, and they wanted to put me on intense supervision, and I already was home. So I was like, I didn't want to do intense supervision, so I went on the run. Because at the end of the day, if they catch me, it ain't no extra time. It's just the same parole time. So, they wanted me to quit my job and wanted to put me in intense supervision, and I'm already in the mix now, so wasn't jacking it.
So you're going to run 8 years.
About 8 years, yeah.
8 years, and then you're dealing with somebody. Nazi, is that his name?
Who?
Nazi or somebody, whoever it was that got you caught.
Oh, Nazi.
Nazi, okay.
Oh, Nazi. Yeah. Well, while I was on the run, Nazi was security. I forgot what name he's under now. I can't remember the name. Johnny Handsome, I think, was his handle that he used. Oh, yeah, okay. Where did you get Nazi from?
I don't know
you
why.
did some
I think I
homework.
just I messed up the name, but yeah.
No, but I'm just saying Nazi.
Because
Did I
that's
ever
what it
say-
said. That's what it said. That's what you said on the interview that I seen.
Oh, I did say his name.
Yeah, you did say his name.
Oh, yeah. So Nazi and his people did a robbery, and when he got arrested, he decided to put me and someone else in the robbery that we didn't do. So the last time I went to prison, it was for something I didn't do. But the way that the case was, I guess the case was kind of weak. So they gave me what they call a cap. So I took the cap because, even though I didn't do the crime, because I just looked at it as that's for all the things I didn't get caught with. So karma has a way of playing itself, and I just wasn't trying to go to trial in the feds.
I'm gonna take this on the chin.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna.
And I'm gonna rock with
Yeah.
it.
But before you did the 8-year, run, you was coming home after that 5-year joint, and the feds was gonna come grab you like maybe 3 months before you was about to come home. Talking about this is before.
Oh no, this is
Yeah.
okay.
I brought it back. I brought it back a little bit.
Yeah, we're going back and forth. They're gonna be confused watching this.
My bad. But I
You're
just
gonna
wanted
be
to.
I
confused
jumped to the
watching
8 part.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know you
Okay.
was fucking with Chaz from Black Hand at the time. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Right around that time before you
Yes.
came home before that 8.
yeah. So, I knew about Chaz when I was upstate, and then when they called me down for questioning, about 3 months before I came home, after the question, it was just a thing of like, when I come to get you, I'm not going to give you no deal because you're not trying to help us. And that's when I met Chaz. I knew about Chaz from being locked up and him coming home and being in Jamaica. So that's when I first met him. And then when I came home, I did come home at that time, and then we met up and then we hooked up on the streets.
I met Chaz before he passed. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
He's a good dude. Yeah.
Yeah, he was.
I'm cool with Graf. You know what I'm saying?
So,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? So
Yeah, he I didn't know how much he kind of meant to me until he passed. I was kind of broken for about 4 or 5 days, but when I look at it, he introduced me to a lot of people in the industry. He's the one that actually got me to get into the films because he introduced me to his nephew, and that's when we started doing movies.
Now, you also said that he taught you a lot of stuff that would help you while you were on the run? Teach you some things that would help you?
Well, he taught me some things in general because he just had general knowledge of how the feds operated, and everything I did before was state. So things that he taught me I was able to take, and it did help me while I was on the run. So it's not like hey, I'm going to teach you this stuff.
Yeah.
It was just like he just gave me game, and I was able to use the game and implement it and apply it while things was going on, which was basically not to talk on the phone. And with Kat and them, their whole case was talking on the phone. So it was never talk on the phone. We used to drive and pull up in the spots, and he would be park 2 blocks and walk. So it's like invisibility is what he taught me, to sum it up. How to be invisible. That's what he taught me.
So you do the 8 year, 8 years?
No, 5.
5 years.
I do the 5 years.
You on the run for 5 years.
I'm on the run
No,
for
8
8 years. Listen to me.
Okay.
8 years. You do on the run. You do 5 years. Now
you turn yourself in.
you turn yourself in, right?
2000, right?
I turned myself in.
Around like 2000.
Yeah, because what was happening is, so when they first was coming in places, I would be like, I ain't been there in 2 years. And then the gap started getting smaller and smaller. Then it's like a year. Went to a place that was a year. Went to a place that's like 6 months. Went to a place that's like a week ago. And then it's like, I came home and I got tired of running.
Tired, like damn, man, like fuck it, man.
Like, sis, take me in. I'm gonna go in. You want to go in? Yeah, I want to go in. I'm tired of this. And she took me in. She said, "You sure?"
Baby mom's cribs and all type of stuff.
They was going crazy. It was too much. Too much for the people I was associated with.
Had nothing to do with the life.
Yeah, when you bring, messing with my nephew, I couldn't go to my mother's funeral. So it's like, I know like the feds could do something to you, like if you don't help them, you can get jail time, obstruction of justice. And I just didn't want them to be harassing my family and my people for things that they got nothing to do with. Like, these is my choices. So that's the decision I made.
All right, so you're home now after you took the 5, you know what I'm saying? So now it's about like 2006 at this time. And you had, you wanted to be like a personal trainer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I was teaching the class when I was away, so that's what I wanted to do when I came home.
But you couldn't do it legit because of the green card situation. There was, that was around the time when, the Taliban, Osama, all that. So after the towers, so a lot of things changed, and they was cracking down on them green cards and all that.
Yes. And the waiting line was just too long, so you can't get a job because I need an ID. Can't get an ID because you ain't got a green card. So I just started doing it on my own.
Yeah. So.
And just go to the gym. And I just had a certain number of clients, and that's how I was able to survive.
Yeah, but you applied your hustle game from whatever you was doing before to that and turned it. You know what I'm saying? Because that takes some hustle, because you have to build your own clientele. That's not something that just comes to you, especially being a personal trainer.
Yeah, and especially if you're not affiliated with a gym.
Exactly.
So if you're affiliated with a gym, then the gym is going to give you business. But if you're not affiliated with a gym, you got to do it on your own. So it just basically was just me working out because my workout was intense. So people's gonna ask you, hey, do you train? Then it's gonna be word of mouth, and
So you was like working out in the parks and people would see you or something?
or the gym. You know, people would ask. I mean, you know, I was in pretty good shape. You know, and see that six pack, they want you to train them. So I trained them, and you know, my eating was on point. Then, because in jail, you know, I'm just eating tuna fish out the can. You know, everything is just strict 5 meals a day, water, like you be on it. So I brought that energy home, and I live by that energy, and that's what helped me survive.
Dope. That's definitely like a force to win story, man. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. Because you had to get it from the bottom. Like nobody was giving you no job. You had to really build your own clientele. Like people don't understand how hard that is. Like it's not just snap a finger and people come to you. You had to really have a business model. You know, you can say you see people.
Well, that's the same in everything. Even if when I'm doing movies, it's the same thing. You gotta make it happen because no one's gonna make it happen for you.
Yeah.
So what year is it that you link up with Curtis Goon?
That was 2000. Must have been 2006 that we filmed it. Like right when I came home. When I came home, he was talking to BET about American Gangster and pushing that episode because he wanted to be a consultant. So of course, if I'm the only one that's out there and left, he brings me into the fold. So once I got into the fold, we did that episode. In the following season, he became a producer. I became a consultant. And that's when we did the Preem story on American Gangster.
Now, is this how you met Ayana? Through... Because she's on the episode of American Gangster too, right?
Ayana?
Bean.
Oh, well, that's Trap Queen. That's something different.
Trap Queen. Okay.
American Gangster did 3 seasons, and then they thought and came up with an idea because BET changed their whole type of lineup and shows that they was doing. Then the producers like, okay, you know what? Let's highlight, because everything started becoming about women, right? So you did 3 seasons of men that finished. All right, we ain't dealing with that. We're gonna change the program. We're gonna deal with, I don't know what they was dealing with, parties or thing. You know, rap is I think rap was growing. You had MTV. You had different situations coming, so they got rid of that. People kept complaining like, why are you highlighting the negativity when there's so much positive things going? So they started going to that market, and then I believe the women came in. This is the 4th season, so the women came in this was like maybe 10 years past, and then they brought it back with the women.
Okay. So
that had to be 2021 or 2020. That's when the women came. That's when they started coming out with Trap Queens, and you know, that's when I met Ayana.
Okay. So you do the episode. You help with the Fat Cat story, and then you consult on the Supreme
story.
And then from there is when you start to be like,
Well, no, it planted a seed, but we all know when you plant the seeds, you don't get the flower the next day. So it planted the seed, and I'm trying to do other things like party promoting, comedy shows, restaurants.
You had a company called Second Chance
Enterprises.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, so I'm doing party promotions. We're doing parties with, you know, I'm trying to do that. I'm trying to do comedy shows. Then I got into restaurants, and then when I'm in the restaurant, that's when Chaz brought his nephew and said, hey, he's trying to do film, blah, 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 blah. So we sit down, we talk, and he's telling me, hey, take a look at Money and Violence. Money and Violence was very popular then as a web series. It's still popular now, even to this day. So this is like 2015, maybe 2014, 2015, I believe.
Money and Violence, when was that?
Yeah, so Money and Violence had an impact on the culture. So I watched Money and Violence. So Doc is like, yo, I want to do this, but let's use women to do the robberies instead of men. And I said, okay, let's do that, but instead of doing a series, let's do a movie series, because when there's so many people doing the same thing, you got to be different. You have to be. What's the difference between like you got to be different than what everyone else is doing. Everybody else is doing the same thing. How you gonna stand out?
So what's a movie series like? Part 1, part 2, part 3?
Yeah, we did. My goal was to do a 4-part movie series, which each movie's an hour and a half.
Oh, okay.
So we did Pray Before You Eat 1, Pray Before You Eat 2. We was working on Pray Before You Eat 3, but meanwhile, while we're working, me and Doc are clashing. For whatever reasons. He had his ideas, I had my ideas. When Chaz passed away, I felt that this wouldn't be a good relationship because he's not here to kind of
facilitate decision.
Yeah, or be the referee or talk me off the ledge.
Mm-hmm.
So my decision was, hey, I'm gonna do my thing, you do your thing. He went to do his thing, I went to do my thing. Met a brother, Adrian True Toscano, and then we started working from right after 2019. Because Chaz died in 2019, November, I believe. I believe it was November. Or is that his birthday? I don't know, but it was towards the end of 2019, and we went our separate ways. And then I just kept going and going and going and going. And going.
So when you think about doing a movie series, do you go in this thinking, okay, we're doing a movie series, obviously going to be more than one. So do you write out the first one, write the second one, start the third one, then drop the first one? Or do you just do, how do you do it?
Back then, you know what we was doing. We just doing it.
Just improvise, yeah.
We don't know what we're doing. So that's the goal. Now, if I was to do that today, I would just do the whole thing and then drop one in there too.
Okay.
But
back then, okay.
You shot one, you put it out, just work on the other one while the other one is buzzing.
So we're just trying to teach the way to the independent, film directors that's watching this right now, just trying to teach y'all what's going on. So if you want to do a movie series, it's best to get at least 2 or 3 of the joints out first before you drop one. It's
to get them in the can, to have them prepared. The way to do a series, which I know now, but I didn't know then, because it's the blind leading the blind.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that he knows, but he's telling me he knows, but he doesn't know. So, again, it's just a learning process. So what I learned is no matter what, you just keep going. Don't stop, because the day that you stop is the day the opportunity might come. So my thing was, and even after we split up, it was like, okay, I have to keep working. I got to keep producing and keep making product so that it can work. I don't know what I'm doing, but it's like, okay, I'm going to figure it out. And, as you, again, like you guys did a podcast, so I'm sure each of your interviews get better and better as you go along, right? Because you start to learn, he don't know how to answer questions right, so you may coach him or you may do whatever. It's just tricks that you've learned from your experience. So it's the same thing. Like I know, hey, this thing doesn't work this way. I'm not gonna do that, So when we first started, like the Pray For Before You Eat, they're still on Tuby. They still make some money. Some people like them. I don't know how, but
you don't make it. You don't care.
Oh no. Not from where I'm at now, because it's like I know that it just don't look good. It's like, what's the storyline? What is this about?
But so we interviewed Irv Gotti, right? And he said that's the beautiful.
Chris.
Chris. I'm sorry. Yeah, Chris Gotti. That was his name, Chris Gotti. Thank you, Leticia, for that.
You're welcome.
But he said that's the beautiful thing of Tuby. It's like you can do a 10,000, 20,000 budget, but somehow, for some reason, right, your movie can make $1 million. If the stars align.
Well,
and he's saying, And he's saying like how Hollywood, corporate America don't like that, because they want to.
They want to control.
They want to control it. You know what I'm saying? You agree? So I was going to ask you if you agree with that, but that's what it is.
Well, I'll say this, right? I don't know what's what until it hits the universe, and you see how the people react. just like if you're doing music, you might think the song is fire, and then when the masses hear it, it ain't doing nothing. So you go back and you work some more.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with movies, but they try to control the narrative because, again, when I first got on Tuby, 2021, the CPM rate is not the same CPM rate it is now. So back then, 1 million views could have got you 8 to 10,000, right? You need 1.2 million views to get 6,500. So if you add it up, I need 12 million to make 65,000, and back then I needed 10 million to make 90 or 100,000. That's a big difference of $25 to $35,000. So if you was making 400,000 from your movie, you're now losing about 125,000, which means it's like 275. Now more people are making content.
Yep.
Right? So now you got a bunch of content. The lifespan of your movie is not going to last as long as it did, because if 20 movies dropped on Friday,
Yep.
and you watch 10 of them, and the next Friday 20 more movies watch,
Yeah.
you're not watching the 10 that you missed. So things is getting lost in the sauce. Or if your name is not kind of moving, or you're not pushing the algorithms, you're sitting there collecting dust because no one knows that you're there. You know
So
what I'm
basically,
saying?
in other words, if you're marketing it on point, you don't got that bag to really keep pushing the movie.
Yep, you have to
know,
keep pushing the movie, or you got to keep pushing the movie, or you got to have some familiar faces in there to make that movie pop, because your life ain't going to be too long. It's 100 million people going through Tuby a month. It might be 150,000 titles. If a stranger goes on Tuby and clicks on the TV and he don't see your shit, how does this shit get seen? If he don't know the name of it, because most people ain't searching unless they know the name. Now, if I say, "Hey, go watch this," you go, "Oh, let me put sin in." Type sin in there, it goes, let me watch it.
That's
So
why
the
marketing
person
is so
that don't
important.
know the name, it comes on. You look at recommended, you look at featured, you look at Black Independent. If your shit ain't up there, ain't no one seen it.
So I noticed that you have Niley and Kaya Baby in a lot of the movies. What is your relationship with them?
Oh, those are my people. Kaya's, from way back, and I went to school with her uncle, so I used to be at their uncle's house before Kaya was born. I was at their house in the project. So Kaya's like family. Naya, I seen something within her, and I asked her. She actually had tried out for Sin, but she wasn't ready to move forward. So she did a tape, which was good, and we said, "Hey, do this with some emotion." At that time, she couldn't become emotional, so she couldn't get the part. And I think as years passed, she told me, "Yo, I'm ready." It's like, okay. So with experience, I know, okay, if she's if it's kind of hard for her to bring out those emotions, because Naya came up tough. So if it's hard for her to do those emotions, then let me not put her in a part with those emotions. And that's just basically how it worked. But those are my people, both of them.
So you feel like, the first Sister's Keeper, what happened with that?
What do you
That
mean?
never came out?
Sister's Keeper's on
It's
Tuby.
out? It's on Tuby? Okay.
Been on Tuby.
So Better Than My Last was your first real break in film.
Yes, Better Than My Last was my first real break in film. And when I do something, I'm all in. I'm going hard with whatever it is, whether I'm hustling or if I'm doing restaurants, that's what I'm doing, right? So the director of Better Than My Last, he put me as a producer because he liked my work ethic. Just like I directed a movie in Jamaica with Malik Yoba, and he wanted to sit down with me to see where my head was at. Because some people, it's big-headed, right? This is a legend. I'm a rookie compared to his legendary status. I'm the director. He wanted to sit down and talk to me like, okay, let me see, can I work with this dude? And after the conversation, he was cool with me, and we worked.
And then you feel like Cream elevated your career?
Well, Cream elevated my career, yes. I was dealing with, Dennis Reed gave me a budget. You might as well say he was probably the king of Tuby, might still be. Not might still be, he's very prominent in that film world. He does a lot of movies. And he gave me some game, and I learned it. So Cream took me to another level because it introduced me to the people that was having the motion on Tuby, which is the people from Detroit. And it got me within that circle, and I was able to make things move more or less. It put me in a better position for what I was doing. So basically, to me, it was like that's where God took me, and that's where it went. That's why I'm here.
How's it working with Lou Gossip Jr.?
Incredible. Lou played a blind painter, and no lenses, just Lou. Lou on the phone, like, hey, I called Stevie Wonder. He gave me some tips. Let's do this, and he did it. So, I mean, did you watch that movie?
I watched it.
So
I
did
watched
he?
it.
Did he? It was like he was
played,
blind.
Yes, he did. He played that well. He played the part well. That movie was very. I didn't expect it to end the way it ended.
That's what we want to do.
So I definitely
don't expect it the way it ended.
It was definitely.
That means it's a win.
It was
win,
definitely
win.
good. I was like, what?
If a person goes, I knew that was going to happen, that's what I don't want.
No.
I want the person to be like, their mouths drop, like, oh, what about Trapped in Temptation?
Trapped in
Did
Temptation.
that
That was
fuck you
another
up?
one. That was another one that messed me up.
Boom! That's
So,
another one.
Homicide.
Heartbreaking Homicide.
That's the only one that I was like, I knew from the
You
beginning.
knew from the beginning?
I was like, yeah, no, he
It has
the
to be
crazy
him.
one. He's the
Okay.
crazy one. But
Was it still good?
It was still good. It was
Okay,
definitely
okay.
still good.
Yeah,
but the other two?
I like the other two that have you like,
Yes.
oh shit, like
Yes.
that's when I know I got a winner.
Yeah.
It's a winner when a person is. The thing is, what I learned is, it was a producer, and she came over to my house and she said, "Oh, this is good." Like she said, "Luke, when you see people talking to the TV, that's when you know you have a movie."
And the thing about it is that the way you shoot or the production is not like the typical Tuby movie. Because you hear Tuby movies and you're like,
I mean, okay, so
I like it. That's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna say this, right?
no, there's some of them.
No. I'm gonna say this, but that's what I said again. Pray before you eat still makes money. So it's like that's to me is a. So I make movies. I don't make Tuby movies. I make movies that's on Tuby. Like when Chris and them shot Ballin'. You understand? Chris came to me to like, hey, how you do this? How you did this? So I worked with them on Ballin'. You know what I'm saying? So, you when you doing this writing, when I came in, I thought I was a writer.
So
I met
writers.
writers.
So explain to people if they tune in right now and just watching you, what's your role with these movies? Because there's a producer, there's an executive producer, there's a director, there's a writer.
All right, I've been an executive producer, I've been a writer, and I've been a producer. The one that's most comfortable to me is being a producer. So for me, you got different producers.
So what's the definition of a producer?
You got different producers. The producer that I am is I'm going to put your whole thing together. I'm going to get the crew to shoot it. I'm going to get the cast to do it. I'm going to try to get distribution. All these is jobs of producers. You could have money and you could have a producer to do each of these jobs separately. I just do it all. Right? I'm going to put this together. If you need your script written, I'm going to get your script written. If you need your script edited, I'm going to get your script edited, corrected, get ready. I'm going to put a crew together. We're going to help with the schedule. I'm going to help find the locations. I'm going to do everything as a producer. So naturally, but you have producers that specialize in different things. So you could have a casting producer, you could have a location producer, you could have, but independently you can't afford to pay all these people.
Yeah.
So they would come to a person like me. I've gotten into directing because just something I want to do, you know what I'm saying, to be able to direct. I don't really, directing is probably the hardest job because you have to be the first one there and you have to be the last one to leave. And then when you're up, you have to figure out the schedule of what you missed, what you shot, what you did. And none of it is easy. It's a massive job that's done with a lot of people. It's not just, it's not, you need a team. You can, like I said, I started off, it was 3 of us, right? We didn't know what we was doing. That's why it was 3 of us.
Yeah.
Now that I know what we're doing, it can't be 3 of us. Because we need someone to do the lights. You need someone to do the sound. You need someone to man the cameras. You can't have one person doing all the cameras. You need someone to man the cameras. You need hair. You did makeup. You know how many years I was doing films without hair and makeup? Hair and makeup is a necessity. Wardrobe is a necessity.
See, these hood movies that we put on Tuby, we'll skip over that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because you feel,
hair,
again,
makeup, come as you are.
Again, I can speak on my thing is saying I didn't know what I'm doing. I ain't saying they ain't know what they doing. I'm saying I didn't know what I was doing when I did that, and I learned to be better. So now I know I have to have hair, makeup, wardrobe, because otherwise the continuity is going to be messed up because you don't have someone that specializes in wardrobe. You can't do everything. I can't direct. Make sure that you got on the same clothes that you had on in this other. You go and make mistakes. It's impossible. It's impossible.
It's a lot of jobs.
It's a lot of jobs that have to be worked within this thing to make a successful movie. Now, don't get me wrong. You could do a movie, Pray Before You Eat still makes money.
So what was the process of Pray Before You Eat? Like, what when you did that one, what was...
All right, we shooting this weekend. Come here, wear this. Yo, don't forget, like, you got to catch it. Don't forget, you're doing this scene, so don't wear the same clothes. Come makeup ready, and, make sure you wear the same thing. That's the process.
That was the process.
It's a person doing sound. The doc was on the camera and directing, and me, just filling in the gaps. Food, that's what we concentrate on. There's no hair, there's no makeup, there's no wardrobe. So when all my friends or people is telling me, yo, this is not, this ain't good, come on, man, da-da-da-da, I don't want to hear that. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep working. And if you don't like my work, you're going to like my work ethic. That was my motto, and that's what carried me to get to where I'm at. Now, with, meeting Dennis and meeting other people that's experienced in the film world and now being open to wanting to be better and better, now it's a whole different story.
So producing these movies, it's a lot of, like you said, a lot of different jobs. Mm-hmm. But what would you tell a person that just want to get the movie done? Because if they're watching this, they'll be like, damn, I shouldn't even start a movie because I just listened to Luke Stephan. He's like, you need all these, just go with the flow.
And if you listen to me, you have to make do with what you have.
All right.
Because of my experience, I'm not going to do
the same things you did.
The same thing I did before because I know better. Mm-hmm. If you know better, you do better. I ain't saying if you don't got nothing, don't do it. If you got something, do what you do. Because again, I said those first movies I made still make money. Mm-hmm. It's still an audience. It's billions of people out there. You said you like the Tuby joint. She don't like the different ones. Some people like the crazy stuff. One person jump over, another person do whatever. The hair's this way. The
nigga supposed to be dead and he's still moving.
Yeah, so it's like, I mean, you see, listen, I've watched Power and I watched the nigga put the boot on twice. So people make mistakes. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Even the big fellas make mistakes. What I am is I realize for me, this is my thing, good is not good enough if you're trying to be great. Kobe, Michael Jordan, LeBron, what makes them different from everyone else? They was there 2 hours before and 2 hours after. Everyone else came, went to practice, went home. They didn't go home.
They didn't go to the club.
They kept shooting in the gym. They didn't go to the club.
They didn't do none of that.
They didn't drink. They didn't do whatever. That's why they're legends and they're great. Good is not good enough. What separates me from the rest is I just want to be great. That's what's going to separate you. So until you have that mindset, you're just going to be like everybody else. Everybody's good, but good ain't enough. Not if you want to get to where you want to be. Not if you want to be, you know, this. I don't know the word. Give me the word. You know, y'all have this. If you want to be, you gotta do that shit. You can't just be bullshitting. Like you can't just get over. So you won't. If you're trying to be great, you just ain't gonna do whatever you want to do just to get it done. You're not gonna do that.
So, in saying that, do you encourage, if you really want to be an actor or actress, to get their SAG card and do all that?
It's a process to get your SAG.
It's a process to get your SAG card, but again,
because I mean, if you want to be great, you know, you want to be, you know.
Well, you could be great without the SAG card. Because there's some great actors that's on Tuby that's just dope, and they ain't got no SAG card, but they dope. And when they come on, like Krista the Doll, Mina Monroe, who else?
I don't know that fine
Ebony
ass
Tate.
light skinned man with the beard.
What's light skinned one?
I don't know. He's.
Oh, you talking about the one that's? I know he got the straight hair.
No, the one that's in what's he? He's the one that cheated on the wife in the Temptation movie.
Oh, he's not light skinned. He's dark skinned. He's
no,
brown
not
skin.
the husband. The one that was cheating, the one that slept with the wife.
Oh, you talking about Dewan Ford.
There you go.
Okay, so, again,
Lord Jesus, no
Dewan Ford, right? Like, he does what he does.
Is he in a couple of Tuby movies?
He's in
So he doesn't have, this guy you talking about doesn't have a SAG card?
No. No. But you see how she raps about him?
Mm-hmm.
See how she raps about him? So do a lot of other women. He ain't got no SAG card, but he a great actor. He moves.
So that's not a necessity. You saying just like
not to be great. It's not a necessity to be.
I'm
so,
just
no.
Yeah.
You're asking questions. I'm giving you the answer. So some things is not that. That's just a card. Just like, do I need to be on Netflix to be great?
No.
Some people judge you.
Yep.
Like, oh, he on Netflix. Like a person might say, oh, he do Tuby movies. No, I do movies that's on Tuby. But Sin is supposed to go to Stars, right?
Oh, okay.
So Sin goes to Stars. Now what you going to say about me? But that doesn't make me any better than I was last week when it was just on Tuby. That's just your headspace and what you think is great.
It's all subjective.
It's all subjective to what that person's opinion is. It's not. Don't let that be an opinion of yourself. Like just work. Like just work.
Is it hard to get your movies on Netflix? Do you plan to get your stuff on Netflix?
See, okay, I'm going to show you something. So say Netflix says, oh, we're going to give you $250 or $300 for that movie for 3 years. You don't get $300,000. You get $300,000 over a course of 3 years.
So $100,000 a year?
Maybe. But you can get $300,000 on Tuby in 6 months. So why are you going to sign for 3 years? So am I really just doing Tuby movies, or am I hustling a little bit smarter than the average bear because I don't care about, the this or the that. Like, oh, he got some shit on Stars. Like my cousin had a movie. It's a good movie. He said, yo, man, we number 9 on Stars. How much money you get? Yo, man, I don't care about that. What are we doing this for? I care about what the return is going to be. If I have an investor, he don't want to hear, yo, we're on Stars. Okay, well, when I'm getting my money? Oh, but we on Stars.
Bottom line is the bag. What's up?
You have to be able to generate income. Tuby is like being on the block. As long as you can market and push your agenda and push your product, you're going to make money. It also has to be good, but it's a lot of factors. So I don't chase I'm on Netflix as the quote unquote, that's what's going to make me great. Because that's not what makes me great. What makes me great is my work ethics and the product that I put out. That's what's going to make me great, and my audience taken to it. Because you got people that...
You've been a cult following, you've been a cult audience, basically.
Well, basically you try to build your cult audience so that way you can build your own platform. And now, because on Tuby to make money, I mean, okay, if I want to make 100 now. It's like, okay, I might need close to 20 million. 200, close to 40 million. That's a lot of fucking views. If I got my own platform and I got 50,000 people paying me $1.99 a month, let's do the math.
Yeah. You could go that route. Yeah. But
You know what I'm saying? And then it's yours.
Yeah, but you use vehicles like Tuby and stuff like that to build your
You gotta build an audience.
to build the audience
So,
up, then you move.
Tuby gives you the I don't want to say the vision. It puts you out there to millions. There's 100 million people going through there a month.
Yep.
So you have the ability for people to see what you have and to learn your name. And then with these Facebook groups, because there's Facebook groups, Tuby Facebook groups, I don't know if you're hip to them. Like I have one that's 145,000 people in the group, but
Oh,
they
dope.
have some that got 800, 750.
Yep.
It's about 20 Facebook groups. That's Tuby groups with 1,000 people to 800,000 people. And it's like word of mouth. Word of mouth also helps you go. So
Yeah,
if
it
you're doing
travels.
good in these groups and people is knowing these actors and pushing these actors, you know, if your shit is trash, they're gonna tear you up in them groups.
Yeah.
Don't watch this. That shit was garbage. And if your shit is fire, they're gonna say, "Yo, this shit was fire. Watch it." Everyone is gonna watch it, and one mouth is gonna tell another mouth and tell another mouth and tell another mouth, and your shit is gonna take off. They got a joint called Angel and the Demon. Angel and the Demon dropped December 8th. It's 40 million viewers and rising.
Oh wow.
This is on Tuby.
It's on Tuby. Angel and Demon. And, you know, someone asked me, like, yo, how did they do that? And I was like, okay, they did a younger crowd. And sometimes it's just the timing. Like, same as music. It's the timing that can make your thing jump or flop. The same in
Timing
movie.
has a lot to do with it. Yep.
Yeah.
Yes. I sent the links to all my family. Like, hey, go watch these when you guys have downtime.
Oh,
Go watch
thank
these
you.
movies. These movies.
Yeah,
are
that's
dope.
all it takes. Then they might send it to someone, then they might send it to the next thing you know.
No,
Like,
yep.
send every time let me see. I'm gonna look now. Let me see if it's on recommended, because I'm in Boston. Now in New York, I'll be on.
So before Tuby,
Send this
still
recommended
recommended.
in Boston. This is what's going on here.
So,
So
bef-
y'all watch this. Make sure. Send.
So as soon as you go on there, that's what you see.
Sorry.
before Tuby, you had your stuff on Dame Dash's platform in Homestead.
But that was still Tuby.
It's still Tuby.
That was Tuby.
Okay.
That's Pray Before You Eat. Well, that's who introduced me to Tuby.
Who? Dame?
Dame
Dame.
Dash, and he was partners with Homestead. And the people that work with Dame Dash was calling me to tell me about Tuby. So matter of fact,
And how long was this ago? When was this?
2021. As a matter of fact,
Right.
I had gave someone the product just to put it out there, right? So then, Omar, that was he was in charge of getting the movies, and he was like, "Nah, it's money on there." So they got me out of that deal. Matter of fact, the dude was mad. He's like, "Yo, I was getting ready to give you money so you could do part 3, bro. You was gonna give me my money that I made." What are you talking about? He took it down, did whatever. They got him to like, "Nah, bro, you gotta leave it alone." And that was my introduction to Tuby. Always grateful to Dame for that.
So now we add author
Yes.
to your resume. You want to tell us about this?
So I guess everything that I spoke about, and as far as never giving up, keep going, keep doing whatever, is, it's a power within you. And I decided to do like a memoir and write a book to inspire people. And if you read this book religiously, it'll give you some tricks of the trade so that you can find the power within yourself to succeed or to chase your dreams so you can become successful. And that's what this book is for. So you don't quit. It's just a guide to
Basically, it's just like-
self-improvement.
Power within, the force to win.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
So
I got to read
that's
this
what I'm
book.
pushing. You know, so I mean, you could take your time. Sometimes there's exercises in there that might take you a week to do the exercises, but you know, it ain't never lie.
Look at God, I needed this in my life.
Yeah. So you know, you read it, and hopefully you can grasp what I was trying to give. I know these is the factors that I use within myself to make myself who I am.
Okay.
Besides the person that we spoke about at the beginning, because that beginning, most people, you just lose. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't have relationships with my kids with all that. I was able to now have relationships with my kids, relationships with my grandkids.
Hmm.
You know, I didn't, you know, I go hard. So when I was doing the wrong thing, I was doing everything else wrong because I was paying too much attention to that. So
Yeah.
now that I'm doing the right thing, I'm doing the right thing all the way around the board. And that's what life is about for me now.
Is that where a second chance came from as well? Because you know you didn't get to, you know, actually do the thing with your kids. So you have grandkids, and you feel like that's like a second chance.
Well, that can be implied in it. And, you know, coming home and doing the right thing can be implied to it.
That too,
Failing and doing and getting it right. You know, that's all second chances. You know, relationships, you know what I'm saying? You mess up with your wife, she gives you a second chance. Are you going to mess up again, or are you going to take advantage of it? So, you know, when you had that second chance, just make sure it's a win-win for everybody.
Make sure you force that when you get that second chance.
Right.
You heard the guy.
So I said I was excited for this interview because I actually like sat there and watched interviews and researched and wrote things down, and as you can see I have my little cards or whatever the case may
So
be.
you did your thing. I
Not
appreciate
only
that.
a fellow Zoe, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it was like I told you, I had started to watch the documentary that you did for
Oh, the Supreme Truth.
right? And I told you I fell asleep,
Mm-hmm.
but then when I woke up, it went into other
Things related.
things related to that. So it just made my mind keep going. Like, wow,
Okay.
like just from watching your interview
Okay.
and then watching his documentary, it just led into so much more. So for me, it was like a aha
you
moment.
should watch the
I'm
doc when
I'll
you get a
watch it.
chance.
Yeah, definitely gonna watch that.
It's pretty well put together. I have to be. I'm grateful for Supreme. You know, Mike Tyson is on speed dial, which probably would have never happened for me if it wasn't for doing that documentary. Irv, when he was alive, again, you know, if it wasn't for that, we probably wouldn't have been as close. Well, not as close, but wouldn't even have had nothing to talk about.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It just would have been like, what's up?
Did you do another documentary with Mike Tyson? Did that come out?
No, it's just that. That's
It
the
was
only
just
one.
that?
Yeah, there's
Okay.
no
Mike
other
Tyson
one.
executive produced like something.
Yes.
Which one?
The Supreme Truth.
Okay, that one. Okay. Yep.
Yeah, you go to YouTube, put Supreme Truth, because first we did Vimeo with it, where you had to pay, and now it's on YouTube.
Okay. So yeah. So my question to you, my last question to you. I don't know if you have anything else before I ask
Well,
this.
you know, you're so well diverse, and you know, you're into the movie game. You ever thought about getting into the music game? And do you ever see any artists that you like? Damn, if I got into the music game, I will fuck with this guy, or I'll try it. Or
Okay, so I've been heard that the music game is kind of jacked up,
yeah.
and they're saying that the film game is kind of jacked up. So no, I don't want to go over there. I want to go somewhere that's not, because what happens is things get oversaturated,
Yep.
and that's why it happens like that. And the people that it's the powers to be, they don't really want you to make it. When it's too many people, it's getting money because we don't know how to act according to them. Our norm is not their norm.
When are there any producers that you would like to work alongside of? Any big
course.
producers?
Of course.
Give me 2, 3.
Big producers. I would like to work with Ava. I would like to work with 50. I would like to work with who else is out there? It's I forgot her name. It begins with an L. She got the short hair, and I think she did The Shy.
I don't know who that is, but The Shy was a good
Yeah.
series.
Yeah, stop watching that.
And I think there's what 8 seasons of it, so you know
It's
it's
eight?
a good
It's eight?
series.
Damn, I stopped at 5.
Yeah, they're getting ready to bring another series. So I forgot. I think her name is Lena or something. But yeah, she's dope, and she's got a lot of dope things that she's worked with. Like, I just want to work with great people, because if I work with great people, it's gonna make me greater. Because I'm gonna learn from them. You know what I'm saying? I'm like a sponge. I just wanna learn everything
and excel, and you know
excel.
what I'm saying? He said, "Fuck being good. We gotta be great.
Yeah.
You gotta put that real work in.
Yeah.
No shortcuts."
No shortcuts.
So you would recommend Tuby to independent producers?
Of course,
Yeah.
because
I'm
oh,
just
she
recapping. I'm
okay,
recapping.
So, again, right? I do distribution, right? I work with 1919, which is Dennis Reed's company, and again, as you can see, he has helped me along in my career. So I do distribution, and I work with 1919. So I can put you guys independent films on Tubi, on other platforms if it's worthy. You understand what I'm saying? So again, I've been kind of blessed, you know, like I can put podcasts on Tubi, I could put series, I could put docs, you know. I've been blessed that I can work with all streaming platforms with another company, you know, with podcast audios, you know what I'm saying? So it's not visual. So even if your visual is not up to par, right? Because, you know, when you're dealing with these platforms that's visual, your visuals got to be tight. Like the way that it looks, got to be tight. You don't need that when it's just audio, because people just put on their headphones, listening, laying down, cleaning the house, kitchen, doing whatever they're doing, listening. So if it sounds good, it don't have to look good. So I got something for you if you look good. I got something for you if it sounds good. I'm your pusher, man.
I hear that, man. No.
All right. So for me, mental health is a big thing, right? What do you do on a daily basis to keep yourself well-rounded, sane?
So I'm Muslim, so it's 5 prayers. So when the sun comes up, I have to say my first prayer. Then I got to meditate after that. And the other thing I do, if there's any fragment of negativity, not dealing with you. Like last week, for instance, I had a problem. It wasn't a problem. I had a miscommunication with a very good casting director, right? And you know, I spoke to a girl. The girl said whatever. I asked her a question. She said, I'm minding my business. Then she went and told him about what I asked, which means you didn't mind your business. And I asked her, hey, I thought you was minding your business. Oh, no, it don't make no difference to me, She said, oh, you trying to blame me. I'm not trying to blame you. Said that. Spoke to the dude. I don't know what he told her. Next thing, she's sending me this crazy text. Blah, blah, blah. Block. I don't need this because, first of all, I already told you I didn't blame you. Now you write me again saying, why are you blaming me for it? Number one, you didn't hold a gun to my head. You didn't do anything. So how am I going to blame you for something that I decided to do? But again, if you're not listening to reason, because it takes two to argue. You're going to argue with yourself. Just like if someone goes at me on social media, I don't answer back. Because guess what? When I answer back, it's fuel to the fire. So if I stay over here, you're not going to keep talking about
You got to have
yourself.
high emotional intelligence for that.
Yeah, it's
a lot
like-
of people want to, it's hard.
But that's the same thing with the argument.
Yeah.
If you argue, like, you have women that
just want to
it's
argue.
the last word,
Last word.
you know, and guys want to go back. So if I see you're a woman and I gotta keep, damn, I gotta get there. Like, she was saying stuff to really,
Get underneath your skin. You got to just be like, you know what?
Cut her
You know
off.
what? I can't fuck with her because
Yeah.
she's gonna make my blood pressure go up. You know, I don't got time for this. I want to be happy.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
right.
I want to be
Yeah.
happy.
I don't want to argue.
because I'm the type of person, all that throws me off. I can't create. I can't work because I'm fuming and I'm.
Your brain is
my
consumed with
brain
this
is-
nonsense.
Yeah, and it's like I'm trying to. Nah,
I'm trying
you know
to move
what?
forward. I'm trying
I
to.
want to be at peace. So, if you want to be in a commotion,
You want that chaos.
in that chaos, you can do that yourself.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna argue with you. I'm not even gonna
That's
send the
where
fuel.
I'm So
Can't
that's
even do that.
how I deal with the mental health. Is like whoever's mentally retarded, you just
They
leave
gotta
them
go.
there.
Bothering
You got
me,
to
like
go.
you wanna, we gotta stop
it's
it right
like-
here.
It's like
I'm not arguing.
You know, oh, that's them. It's
Over.
like-
I'm not talking to you. Sever.
yeah, yes, that's just how you have to be because at the end of the day, right? We already subject to because of how we eat, how we live, how we
Yep.
do whatever. As you get older, it's the high blood pressure, it's the heart. You know, look, it's the things that we eat, right?
Hmm.
Mac and cheese,
Yes.
fried chicken,
Hmm.
this and that, Casamigos.
Yes.
It's all, like I
Yes.
said, it's all good, right?
Are you a drinker? You don't drink
No, I do drink, but I don't drink.
just to drink. You don't excessively drink. You drink when necessary.
Well, that's because I can't, you know, because I've done that, right? I'm a little older than you guys, right? So when you get older, like, hey, reach for that in the cupboard, and I reach, oh, damn! Like, how did that happen? Like, your body is not the same. How my man saying paid in full, you think different, you feel different. Like, you know, my body's different. That's what happens when you get older without getting shot. So you got to stay on top of your game and stay on top of yourself. So I'd rather sip some champagne, right? Because I'm not saying I wouldn't take a drink, because I would, but I just try to check myself. You know, that's just me.
I respect
And I'm
it.
not saying there's nothing wrong with it, because 6 months ago, I was doing that. But when the doctor said, hey, your high blood pressure, listen, bro, you're walking into a heart attack, so no more cheese. So I can't eat mac and cheese no more. You know what that does to me? Watching the mac and cheese slide
Stop
by.
talking about it right now, please.
You know what I'm saying?
God.
So you gotta, you know, the eggs, like, yeah, I just could eat egg whites. You know, the spices, because Haitians have spicy
Eppies.
food. You know, it's my cousin and her girl. It's two girls. They stay at the crib with me. When they cook, oh God, and be like, hey, you want me to bring? You know I can't eat all that. I can't eat the rice. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta eat this blah food.
Even the Haitian spaghetti has spices
Oh, yeah.
to it
Oh.
that you can't even eat. Oh my
Ooh.
God.
And see, this is the thing, right, that I've learned from them staying there. And, you know, I'm sure you know this. Haitians take their time preparing that food. Like, they be mashing up the spices, sitting there on their knees. Like, I'll cook something, it'd be like, 1, 2, 3. It's finished. I'm ready. Let's eat. Nah, they make sure the spices, they make sure it's marinated, and it's... And I'm sure that's what you got at home with your moms and your family.
Yep.
My grandmother's 94 years old. She still sits in front of the stove, pulls a chair up, pulls a chair up in front of the table, take her time. Take her time. But yeah, Frank?
Oh, I had another 2 questions, but
No, take it. Give
one
them to me.
question, we got to end soon, but my other question was, other than Tuby, what other platform is like kind of popping? Like, if you say don't go on Tuby, go on this one.
I think now the way the game is, you have to be on multiple podcasts. I mean, multiple streaming services, so you can get some money from here, some money from here, some money from here, since they're cutting out CPM rates. I can foresee that Remy's network is probably going to be pretty good. Right now, I think what they're doing is trying to garner views so they can reach the advertisers, that the people that want to get advertising, so that they can start paying people correctly. So I think that might be up and coming. It depends. I haven't seen them have that much advertising as when they first started, but I think they should keep up that marketing that they was doing and bring more and more content to that platform. You got there's quite a few platforms that have AVOD. So all of them is good. So like now I would go to as many as possible. And as a distributor, we do try to put you on as many as possible. Like you have Pluto. It's just a lot of them.
A lot of them, okay.
But Tuby was one of the best paying ones at one time. I don't think that it pays like that anymore. But from what I told you about Angel and the Demon, it's still money there. You just got to have the right thing that the people want, and you're gonna make money.
So that's the advice to independent filmmakers: get on as many as you can get on.
Yeah, and push your product and push your brand. Just make some good shit, bro. If you don't come half stepping and be complaining that people is haters, because listen, people is haters, but that shouldn't stop you from doing what you want to do or how you want to do it. You got to push past that, because if you ain't got the haters, then you ain't doing nothing.
Yeah.
So appreciate the haters, because that's also
use them as motivation.
That's also your marketing.
Use them as motivation. And my last question is, man, give me a forced to win story, man. When your back was against that wall, man, you got to make it happen. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, damn, let's fucking go, man. I got to make this. I got to win, man. Y'all trying to stop me, but this obstacle, y'all ain't stopping me.
Your whole life.
Pretty much. My whole life has been that. Still today. People say that I'm this and I'm that, and I'm just like, bro, where I'm trying to be, this ain't nothing. So my back is against the wall right now, and I got to produce, and I got to get better. So as long as I keep that attitude, I think I always will be all right. As long as I'm not satisfied, I'll stay hungry, and I'm hungry.
You're hungry, ready to win.
Ready to win.
Respect it, my G.
Appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
Well, I appreciate you for taking the time this evening to sit with us and do this interview. It means a lot to me.
Thank you so much.
As a fellow, I'm gonna keep saying that as a
fellow Zoe.
Fellow Zoe.
Okay.
Right?
Let's make this work.
Thank you guys for tuning in to Force to Win podcast. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment, and follow our page, our YouTube, and all that good stuff.
Yes.
I'm your girl Leticia J.
It's your boy Frank Nino.
And I'm Luke Steffen.
The one and only.
The one and only.
Artist working man in film, man. Good motivation. Appreciate you, my brother.
Definitely.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Check out Rebirth, the reinvention of Luke Steffen, so you can understand why I went from that to this, because this is where it's at.
Drop your socials one more time.
Social, Instagram, LUCRSTEPHEN, and Facebook is Luke, LUC, last name Steffen, STEPHEN. Group is the best of the best Tuby movies. There's 145,000 people in there, so come on and join and get all the Tuby news. Just follow me. My YouTube page is Second Chance Enterprises, and follow my journey. Hate me, love me, but just watch me. I'm gonna make it work.
Yes, sir.
One more thing. Your top 3 recommended movies of yours to watch.
Sin, The Supreme Truth, and Trapped in Temptation.
Okay. All right, y'all.
We out.
Peace.